Most people use Gemini like a Google search bar. They type a quick sentence, hit enter, and then get frustrated when the answer feels generic or robotic. If you want to stay ahead of 99% of users, you have to stop chatting with the AI and start directing it. Think of it this way. If you were hiring a high-level consultant, you wouldn't just say, "Write me a plan." You would give them a brief, a goal, and some ground rules. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a prompt blueprint. It's the single most important skill for mastering Gemini 3.1 Pro and using Gemini better than 99% of the people. First, let's talk about the Bento Box. The biggest mistake beginners make is the wall of text. They mix their instructions, their data, and their formatting rules into one giant paragraph. Gemini's brain gets blurry when things aren't separated. The 1% use something called XML tagging. It sounds technical, but it's as simple as using labels on a file folder. So whenever you have a different type of information, wrap it in these brackets. For example, if you want Gemini to look at a specific list of ideas, put it inside data tags. If you have specific rules, put them in rules tags. These labels act like a bento box for the AI. It keeps the sauce of your data from touching the salad of your instructions. This one change reduces errors and hallucinations by almost 40% because the AI knows exactly which part of your prompt is a command and which part is just information. Now, another rule will upgrade you to the 1% is the sandwich rule. Gemini 3.1 Pro has a massive memory. It can process thousands of pages at once. But even with a 2 million token window, AI has what we call lost in the middle syndrome. It pays the most attention to the very beginning of your prompt and the very end. So here is how you sandwich your prompt for the perfect results. The top button, start with the persona. Tell Gemini who it is. For example, you are a senior marketing director. The filling, paste your long data, your transcripts, or your messy notes here in the middle. And your bottom button, put your core instructions at the very bottom. By putting your what to do at the very end, it's the last thing the AI thinks about before it starts writing. It keeps the goal fresh in its mind. Now let me give you the 1% master template. Here is a template you can copy and use for almost anything. Notice how clean and organized this looks compared to a standard chat message. Persona, you are a word-class job title known for specific skill. Then you write \persona in brackets. Context, paste your background info or data here. Then \context. Rules, use a professional but conversational tone. Avoid using cliches or AI-sounding words. Format the output as a bulleted list. \rules. And task, analyze the context above and create a 3-step action plan for your goal. \task. When you hit enter on a prompt like this, you aren't just asking for an answer. You are providing a high-fidelity blueprint. The result will be sharper, more accurate, and much more useful. Now let's move on to the next hack, the 2 million token Librarian. Most people treat AI like it has a 5-minute memory. They ask a question, get an answer, then start a new chat because they think the AI is full. That is the 99% way. The 1% know that Gemini 3.1 Pro has a 2 million token context window. To put that in perspective, that's about 1.5 million words or 15 massive novels. You shouldn't be asking Gemini to write a single email. You should be uploading your entire professional vault and asking it to find the patterns you're too busy to see. In the past, if you had a 500-page manual, AI had to use a search trick to find bits of info. It was like looking through a keyhole. Gemini 3.1 is different. It doesn't need to search because it holds the entire document in its active thinking space at once. It can see the connection between a tiny detail on page 10 and a chart on page 400. So here's the power move. Stop uploading one file at a time. Upload your entire context. If you're an educator, upload every lesson transcript from the last year. If you're a business owner, upload your spreadsheets, your menu, and 3 months of customer emails. The result? You can now ask, based on all my transcripts, what is the one grammar rule my students struggle with the most? You're no longer guessing. You're using your own data as a compass. But here is where it gets truly powerful. This librarian doesn't just read. It has eyes and ears because Gemini is natively multimodal, which means it processes images, audio, and video exactly the same way it processes text. It doesn't translate a video into a transcript first. It watches the pixels and listens to the tone of voice directly. So here's the strategy. Use Gemini as a visual auditor. For example, if you have a coffee shop, upload a 20-minute security clip of your shop during the morning rush. Ask, at what point did the line get too long and how many people walked out because they didn't want to wait? Or if you're a creator, upload your raw video footage. Instead of asking for a summary, ask, at what timestamp does my energy drop? And where should I add a visual hook to keep people watching? So Gemini can see body language and hear frustration in a way that a text transcript never could. Now you might think, isn't sending all that video and text every time slow and expensive? In 2026, we have context caching. This is the ultimate pro move for 3.1 Pro. You cache your vault, your transcripts, your shop data, your video history. Gemini freezes that massive amount of info in its memory, which means your next 50 questions about that data are nearly instant because Gemini doesn't have to reread the library. And you've essentially built a custom digital twin of your business that is ready to consult with you 24/7 for a fraction of the usual cost. Now you're probably wondering, do I have to flip a switch in the settings for this? The answer depends on how you're using it. If you are just having a long conversation in the Gemini app, the caching is automatic. As long as you stay in that same chat window, Gemini is keeping those files active in its brain. But if you want to build a permanent business consultant that never forgets your data, even if you start a new chat, you need to step into Google AI Studio. But we will cover Google AI Studio in another video, so make sure you subscribe to One Person Empire. The third hack is deep research and the agent mindset. Most people use AI to answer questions like, what is a low-carb substitute for flour? Or how do I write a professional email? That is the 99% way. It's reactive. You ask, it answers, you do the work. The 1% use agentic AI. This is proactive. Instead of asking a question, you give Gemini a goal. You don't ask it to search for something, you tell it to go do something. In 2026, Gemini doesn't just give you a paragraph, it gives you a finished project. And the most powerful tool in your belt right now is deep research. Normally, when you ask a question, Gemini looks at its training data and gives you a quick reply. But with deep research, Gemini actually stops and says, wait, let me look into that. It will autonomously browse hundreds of websites, check your connected Google Drive files, and even look through your Gmail. It builds a multi-step plan, cross-references facts, and instead of a 2-sentence answer, it delivers a 10-page professional report with citations. Here's the power move. Use this for things that used to take you hours. For example, for your business, you can ask it to deep research the top 5 specialty coffee trends in your area for 2026. Compare them to my current menu in Drive and tell me what's missing. For personal stuff, you can ask it to find the best modular home gym equipment available in your country. Check reviews, shipping costs, and create a comparison table. But a true assistant doesn't wait for you to ask. It anticipates what you need. This is where scheduled actions come in. In the 99% world, you log in every morning and check your emails and calendar. In the 1% world, you tell Gemini every morning at 8 a.m. for high priority client questions. Check my calendar for open slots and draft a response for me to review. How do you do it? You literally just type every Friday at 5 p.m. or every Monday at 8 a.m. Give me a summary of the top 3 AI news stories from this week that affect content creators. Gemini will confirm the schedule, and like clockwork, that report will be waiting for you in your notifications. To make this work, you have to turn on your extensions. Think of extensions like giving Gemini the keys to your office. By toggling on the Google Workspace extension, Gemini now can see your world. So use the @ type @Google Drive, find my 2025 strategy doc, and tell me if I've finished the goals listed on page 4. Type @Gmail, summarize the last 3 emails from my son's teacher, and tell me if there is an upcoming parent-teacher meeting I need to book. You are no longer digging through folders or searching your inbox. You are managing a system that manages the details for you. We've covered a lot today, and if you followed along, you're already miles ahead of the average user. Remember the 3 pillars of the 1%. Number 1, stop chatting, start architecting. Use XML tags to turn messy prompts into precise blueprints. Number 2, use the 2 million token vault. Upload your entire business history and let Gemini find the patterns you've missed. Number 3, activate your agents. Turn on your extensions, use the @ and let Deep Research handle the hours of grunt work. In 2026, the digital divide isn't about who has access to AI. It's about who knows how to direct it. If you want to start today, don't try to do all of this at once. Pick one thing. Go to your Gemini settings right now and enable Google Workspace extension. Then, ask Gemini to summarize your most important emails from the last 24 hours. That one small win is the first step toward reclaiming your time and scaling your creativity. As an educator and a business owner, I can tell you, AI isn't going to replace your expertise. It's going to amplify it. It's going to take the busy work off your plate so you can focus on the things only you can do, whether that's teaching your students or growing your brand. If you found this masterclass helpful, hit that subscribe button. I'll be dropping more deep dives into how I'm using these exact tools to run my business and my contact. You're watching One Person Empire, and I'll see you in the next one.